note to the bosses and just things like that happening. There is this post by, I think, Balin from the forums. And they were talking about what if sounds in the game of different volumes could be heard far and wide. And a dragon spawns and makes a roar that can be heard very far away, giving information to those in the vicinity, or perhaps a world boss says something when engaged, maybe so loudly alerting others that, except for the encounter itself, contesting players become an issue too. In short, I think playing with sounds could make for interesting immersion and information. The idea of spells and monster sounds having an origin and a volume that decreases over a distance, thus giving you the ability to perceive beyond your screen and get a sense of your surroundings. What are your thoughts?
This kind of reminds me back to Nodes 1.
Yeah.
Remember when Steven's doing the immersive, like, this is what nodes do, and then he's like, a dragon is awoken and starts like rumbling.
Yeah.
I could see that. Like, I want there to be, if a dragon awakens and it's like a once a month, once a week spawn or something, this is huge. Like, this is the dragon. That if it spawns, I want my screen to shake, like across like the region I'm in. I want to hear this thing roaring. I want to see a volcano exploding in the distance, you know, like I want these things because these things are what make the world alive, you know. It makes it feel like you're actually doing something, you know, because as a role player, that's going to make all your heroes be like, we need to rally up to go kill the dragon. And then all the people who are like, I don't want to mess with that dragon, you guys go fight it. You know, they'll be able to roleplay that, you know, people who are all brave and want to go fight the dragon, and the people who are, you know, I'll give you the swords you need to fight that dragon. So,
yeah.
you know, like, what I want, since you're talking about that, I want audible or audio cosmetics. That way, when you're a certain distance away from the dragon, it sounds like a little kitten meowing.
Yeah,
it gets really far away. Yeah.
But then we're getting into Skyrim Thomas the Tank Engine boss.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It gets a little ridiculous. It was a jokey request, but it would sound like fun.
No, I can definitely see it. I do think though, like things like that for your own player would be cool. Like if how you step, let's say your guy has like a fake leg, like it's a wooden plank leg or something. You could get a, I guess, pirate walk sound effect that when your character's walking, it's a normal footfall and then like a kerplunk, you know, like wooden plank sound. Those would be kind of cool to add in, I think. Or like maybe you could choose voice if they do eventually add in voice or something. But yeah, stuff like that would be really cool. As
plus
much
3 chance of peg leg falling through logs when you're trying to run through the woods.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Could you imagine? No, and then there's like a detached peg leg option when you get frozen to the ground.
Oh jeez.
Oh god. This is the game we want. This is why they need to release the game before we build up crazy stuff again.
But
yeah, go on.
Yeah, I like the idea of all that. Especially the tune into target sounds though. Like just to rein us back into reality here.
Yeah.
The tune into target sounds actually it sounds like a fun idea, because especially as like a ranger, if you're out there and like let's say you're trying to do your Phoenix. But let's say you're trying to do like some gathering of pelts and stuff like that, either to turn in at town or to do some leather working, and you can actually like target a deer and you miss it when you shoot and it runs away, but you can track it by sound because you know keyed into those skills in your skill tree. Yep.
Well, I mean, let's be honest here. The best thing New World ever did was its sound. Like the fact that when you hit a rock or you hit a tree, you actually felt it because you heard it. You know what I mean? Like that's what we need in the world. We need that immersive sounds. And I kind of got that back when they were talking about tree felling. Like, what was that, 5-6 months ago? When they're doing gathering. Like, that's the stuff I love. Like, when I'm out and about, like, I want to hear that stuff. I want to see that stuff. So.
Yeah. And I know Phoenix Fire said, I get that for role players, but for the average player, I feel like it global message saying, yo, Dragon is up is just as good. And I mean, yeah, I do feel that, but like the game in general is like, you know, it's meant to be more immersive in general, you know, so very much looking forward to seeing just everything they do with that. I believe her name is Kat, right? I think Kat will do great with sound design. She already has with the ocean, to the point that I keep bringing this up. I know it's been so long by this point, but Vertec was going up to the water at one point and immediately called me over for me to come listen to him running towards the water. Just because he liked how immersive that was. And it's a nice touch, I think. So, yeah.